Do women prefer tall men over short men? This video demonstrates an experiment on height perception and attraction.
How short is too short?
5'10", but I'd prefer like 5'11", 6 foot. But I just want someone like a little taller than me, so like 5'10".
How short is too short?
Basically, if you're under 6 foot, I don't want to talk to you
Why not?
because you're too short.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Anything under 6 foot is a no-go.
Yeah,
How short is too short?
Anything within like the 5 range is like too short. I don't know. I'm like 5'6". I don't want my boyfriend being like the same height as me. I mean, my boyfriend's 6'5".
If you were a girl and asked to choose between these two men in this picture, which one would you choose? You might pick the taller man. Research and studies consistently show that women tend to prefer taller partners. This preference is not just a personal choice but is deeply rooted in societal and evolutionary factors. This video shows the impact of height on dating and how women's preferences can be influenced by a partner's height.
We put them in lineups 5 at a time behind a two-way mirror. The men couldn't see or hear what was going on in the next room. That's where we invited groups of women to look at the men and choose a date. In this case, we wanted to see if anyone would pick 5'3" Rob. When Andrea told us women like doctors, we gave him an MD. Their choice?
Andrew. I would say Matt, I think.
No Rob. What would it take to get a date for Stu at just 5 feet? First, we made him an up-and-coming actor.
No.
no.
Not.
Then we said Stu had made millions by age 25.
No.
No.
Not for me.
Nothing worked.
How come nobody picks Stu?
He's too short.
He's too short. Too short?
We asked if there was anything we could add to make Stu irresistible.
Maybe the only thing you could say is that the other 4 are murderers.
Right, or convicted of some crime. That would definitely.
Child molesters, are psychotic.
Right.
Exactly. And then we would say,
Oh,
okay, hello, Stu. I mean, and nothing bad towards him. He's got a nice smile. He's cute.
But no takers.
Did you know the average height for male models is between 5 feet 11 inches and 6 feet 3 inches? Famous models like Opry and Jordan Barrett are both 6 feet 1 inch, while Chico Lachowski is one of the tallest at 6 feet 4 inches. Height is very important for models. But why does height matter so much? Why do women prefer taller men? Does height really make someone more attractive? Height is a significant factor in our perception of attractiveness and social dynamics. The global average height for men is around 5 feet 7 inches. In the United States, the average height for men is 5 feet 9 inches, and this can vary slightly by age, with younger men generally being taller on average. The Netherlands has the tallest average male height at about 6 foot. Other countries with tall average heights include Montenegro, Estonia, Denmark, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. On the other hand, some of the shortest average male heights are found in Southeast Asia. For example, Timor-Leste has an average height of 5 feet 3 inches, and other countries with shorter average heights include Guatemala, the Philippines, and India. Improved nutrition over the past century has led to increases in average height in many countries. Significant deviations from average height can be due to medical conditions like gigantism and dwarfism, but generally, height is determined by a complex interplay of genetic, nutritional, and environmental factors. When height growth stops. Girls typically stop growing in height around ages 14 to 15, a couple of years after their first menstrual period. The fastest growth spurt in girls usually occurs 1 to 2 years before they start their period, during early puberty around ages 10 to 14. After their first period, girls tend to grow an additional 1 to 2 inches before reaching their final adult height. Boys generally stop growing in height around age 16 and fully develop physically by age 18. The peak growth spurt for boys occurs 1 to 2 years after the start of puberty, which usually begins between ages 10 to 13. Boys tend to grow an average of 3 inches per year during puberty. Genetics play a crucial role in determining a person's height. Studies show that approximately 80% of height is influenced by genetic factors. This means that the height of your parents and grandparents can give you a good indication of your potential height range. The genes you inherit from your parents interact in complex ways to determine your final height. Height is determined by multiple genes, not just one. These genes affect the growth plates in your bones, which are responsible for bone lengthening during childhood and adolescence. When these growth plates close after puberty, your height is set. Therefore, genetic factors play a major role in your maximum height potential. While genetics set the stage, nutrition and environmental factors contribute to the remaining 20% of your height. Proper nutrition during childhood and adolescence is essential for reaching your genetic height potential. A diet rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals supports healthy bone growth and overall development. For example, calcium and vitamin D are crucial for bone health, while proteins are necessary for muscle development. Environmental factors, such as health conditions and overall well-being, also play a role. Chronic illnesses, hormonal imbalances, and poor nutrition during critical growth periods can impact your final height. In some cases, medical conditions like gigantism or dwarfism result in significant deviations from average height due to hormonal imbalances or genetic mutations. Improvements in public health, nutrition, and healthcare over the past century have led to increases in average height in many parts of the world. Better prenatal care, improved childhood nutrition, and advances in medical treatments contribute to these changes. But why is height important in modeling? The fashion world has always liked taller models, especially for runway shows and high-fashion magazines. This is because tall models create a striking look on the runway and make clothes stand out more. Designers usually make clothes for these tall and thin figures. There's a belief that taller models seem more confident and fit the classic beauty standards. But things are starting to change. Designers prefer models of a similar height because it's easier to make clothes that fit all of them. Adjusting clothes for shorter models takes more time and money. Taller models also help clothes look better because they create a hanger effect. The clothes hang and drape in a way that might not work on shorter models. This makes the clothing the main focus. Although height is still important, the fashion industry is becoming more inclusive. Models like Kate Moss and Lily Rose Depp, who are shorter, show that you don't have to be tall to be successful. Commercial modeling, which is most of the work, now hires models of various heights to connect with different audiences. Brands are looking for models who fit their image and can engage with their followers. Social media has also changed the game. Brands want models who can build a fan base and be influencers. So now, personality and relatability matter as much as looks. Height is still key in modeling, especially for high-fashion shows. But the industry is starting to welcome more diverse heights and body types. Practical and style reasons still drive the focus on height, but there's more room for variety now. But what's the minimum height for modeling? For male fashion models, the typical height expectation is at least 6 foot, with some runway and high-fashion work requiring heights ranging from 6 to 6 feet 5 inches. In contrast, male commercial models can be shorter, often starting at around 5 feet 10 inches, with height requirements being more flexible depending on the specific job and target audience. For female fashion models, the usual minimum height is 5 feet 9 inches, which is often required for runway and editorial work. On the other hand, female commercial models can start at around 5 feet 6 inches, offering more flexibility in height compared to fashion modeling. So, what are the advantages of being tall? Being tall has several benefits that can impact various aspects of life. Socially, taller individuals are often seen as more authoritative, confident, and capable of leadership, which can help them in professional and social settings. Their height makes them more visible in a crowd, creating a memorable impression. Physically, tall people might excel in sports like basketball and volleyball due to longer limbs and often find that clothes fit better and look more appealing. Height is sometimes associated with good health and strength, which can be attractive traits, and many tall people report feeling more confident, boosting their social interactions and self-image. Practically, being tall helps with reaching high shelves and seeing over crowds, and it can provide a sense of safety and comfort in crowded places. The advantages of being tall often outweigh any drawbacks, enhancing social perception, providing physical benefits, and contributing to a sense of confidence and authority.
We put Chris and Debbie, colleagues here at ABC News, in front of our camera, posing at different heights. Half the shots showed Chris as the taller of the pair.
The air's kind of thin up here.
In the other half, Debbie was taller. Then we gave the photos to students at Fairleigh Dickinson University and asked them to tell us a story about what was going on. When Chris was taller, the adjectives used to describe him were mature and respected. When Chris was shorter than Debbie, they called him submissive, childish, weak.
Height and career success. Research shows that height can influence career success, a concept known as heightism. Taller individuals are often seen as more authoritative and capable, which can lead to better job opportunities and promotions. Studies reveal that taller people generally have higher chances of getting promoted and earning more money. This trend is stronger for men, but it affects both men and women. Taller managers, for instance, are more likely to rise within their organizations. Height also affects how people are perceived in the workplace. Taller individuals often seem stronger and more like leaders, which can influence hiring and evaluations. This perception may come from deep-rooted biases that link height with dominance and status. Self-esteem plays a role too. Taller people might feel more confident, which can lead to better job performance and higher ratings from supervisors. This confidence can create a cycle where height boosts self-perception, which in turn impacts career success. Height can even affect hiring decisions. Research shows that candidates who are perceived as taller are often rated more favorably in terms of competence and leadership, even if they have the same qualifications as shorter candidates. Why women prefer tall men. Many women find tall men attractive and often prefer to date men who are taller than themselves.
Can short guys get hot girls?
No.
No.
I don't know. I'm just not attracted to short guys.
You wouldn't date anyone if he was shorter than you? Not.
I would. Oh, shorter than me?
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't? You wouldn't even give him a chance?
I don't know. I feel like short guys have limited options.
A study by the dating app Badoo found that the most popular height for men was 5 feet 8 inches, which is slightly below the UK national average of 5 feet 9 inches. This suggests that women are generally attracted to men who are close to average height or slightly shorter. Some women prefer men who are 15 to 20 centimeters taller than they are, while others are happy with men who are just taller than themselves. However, extremely tall heights, like 6 feet 5 inches and above, may be less attractive to some women because looking up at a very tall partner can cause neck strain. Height plays a critical role in dating app success rates, particularly for men. Taller men tend to have higher success rates in attracting matches, while shorter men may face challenges due to societal preferences and biases. The emphasis on height in dating profiles reflects broader cultural norms about attractiveness and desirability, making it a significant factor in online dating dynamics. If you are under 5 feet 7, you might find dating more challenging. So, how can you change your height and grow? I'll be doing a detailed video with secret tips on how to grow taller. Make sure to mark the subscribe so you can get the video as soon as it's uploaded. Also, check out my video on the types of handsome men to see which category you fit into.